Let's now listen to India Today's Rajdeep Sardesai as he speaks to Congress leader and Supreme Court lawyer Abhishek Manu Singhvi, and he decodes the historic Ayodhya verdict.
Abhishek Manu Singhvi, what if I said today that today the Supreme Court has delivered a politically sagacious but constitutionally flawed judgment? Would you agree? You know the constitution better than most. They say that the Muslims in a sense had reason to have title to the land. They claimed that the act of desecration was a criminal act, and yet when it came to the basic title, they gave it to the Ram Janmabhoomi Nyas.
The title has not been given.
The land has been given.
Yes, without deciding title.
I would say, Rajdeep, I would say that you're using very nice phrases, but you're not right. I have applauded this judgment, and let me be very quick but pointed. But the first and most important thing we have underestimated and perhaps even ignored, and I said so in the afternoon, is the amazing unanimity of such a fractious, divided issue. Something which is a very, very mixed, very heavy cocktail of law, politics, historical treatises, archaeological evidence, emotive issues, and yet a unanimity. Much lesser causes have had a 3-2 or a 4-1 divided verdict. And I think that is really something for which the court should be lauded unconditionally. Secondly, I think the real architecture of the judgment has to be understood. And there is a sophistication in it, which is why I dispute your flawed argument. And just take a minute, but it is important to understand that architecture. In a nutshell, the court holds that there is no doubt that there has been a mosque and even namaz for hundreds of years. But it equally holds that the Hindus have used it as a place of prayer for hundreds of years, including the inner courtyard. Now, therefore, it comes to an interesting paragraph where it says, exclusive possession of Muslims has not been proved. And the word exclusive is important. So there is in that sense a concurrency. And then they have another paragraph which says, on balance, the evidence suggests the evidence of the possessory continuity of claim by the Hindus is greater. Now, having reached this spot, they've given a finding that on balance, the possessory right of the Hindus is greater. And it's not for me or you to discuss their evidence on television. They then go to the second part of the architecture of the judgment. They say, nevertheless, it's an admitted fact that although intermittently, but regularly, there was namaz till 1949, when the first intrusion occurred. And then they say the second intrusion was undeniably the demolition of a factually standing mosque. Now, for these two things, there must be restitution. Even though the Muslims have not proved exclusive possession, so they may not be entitled to that possessory relief. The government anyway is the owner of the land. We will give restitution, and then they use 142 to give that 5 acres. So there is a certain sophistication in the balancing, what you call politically sagacious, but also constitutionally not flawed. Because if 142 was entrusted by our constitution to only the Supreme Court in this country for not being hedged in by the narrow confines of procedure and technicality, there is no better example for its use.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.